Hi all, how are you doing? I'm doing well. I know I don't update as much lately, but I'm really fucking busy. I'm trying to put shit on there for y'all. But I had a moment recently and or a few moments, and I wanted to come on here and talk to you about it, where they're the beyond the scale type moments. Not type, they were beyond the scale moments. I've been frustrated lately because the scale hasn't really been budging. It just keeps saying about the same thing. I feel like I'm maintaining beautifully. And although I know physically I am doing so many more things, I've been hiking every week. I'm so lagging on posting pictures. I'm so sorry. But I've been hiking every week. And I will say the first beyond the scale moment that I had was last week with Tracey, where we were talking about outfits. And I'd been getting quite a few compliments on my outfit. Sorry, it's getting hot over here. Ooh, summer's about to come and I don't want it. But I'm like, oh yeah, so-and-so gave me this, or my member gave me this, or Kate gave me this, and she went, wait, what? You're wearing Kate's clothes? Kate is a good friend of mine, if y'all don't know, and she's smaller. And I'm like, yeah, why? Like, it didn't dawn on me. She's like, easily wearing Kate's clothes. And I'm like, yeah. She's like, that's amazing. And I'm like, wow, I guess it is. Like, I was so grateful to get the clothes and have more things to wear, because I will admit, I am struggling with too big or too small. What I used to wear is too big. The next set is a little bit too small. So I'm in this, but people have been giving me clothes and they're fitting. Sorry, as you can tell, I'm in my car. So that was kind of a beyond the scale moment for me, where I was like, yeah, that's right. Like, damn, that's cool. And then we ended up going for a hike yesterday. It was just this week. Yesterday has just been emotionally overwhelming. That's all I can really say right now. But it has been a doozy of a fucking week. And here's Kate again. Her and I decided that we needed to try it. And it was after work. Yeah. So, hottest time of day, probably not the smartest thing to do. And I was just having trouble. I was struggling so bad, and I was so tired, and I was like, but before I'm like, woo, let's go. Like, I was like, I can't do this. But I'm like, I don't want to be the one that quits. I don't want to be the one that says she can't do it. I don't want to be the fat person. Damn it. I want to be the thin, youthful, vivacious person that I see in my motherfucking head. Not this, I don't want to go any further person. And so I just kept trying, and I was struggling. It was really fucking hot out. And I noticed that, she was struggling too. So at one point I'm like, we're right to where we get to the really start going uphill. And I'm like, I don't think I can do this anymore. I just don't think. And she's like, well, you know what? Don't do it if you don't want to do it. And I'm like, but I need to be able to do it. And this wonderful woman stopped and looked at me and said, here's the deal. If you do this all the time and you're good at it and you do it, which you do, and you're struggling right now, maybe you need to listen, because if you're struggling on something you normally can do, it's okay. Like, it doesn't mean you're bad. And it just really made me feel good, because I was sitting here putting myself down for not being able to accomplish this, instead of realizing it was okay because I happened accomplishing it, and this was a different time frame, and I was tired. So we ended up stopping where we were at, and then we went on a whole nother little walk trying to get down to the water. But anyways, so we still did quite a bit. I still think we did well over 3 miles, but it was the point where I was so critical on myself, and she was like, you do this all the time, like, you're amazing. And so to have someone look at me almost in awe, I don't know if that's the right word, she'll correct me if it's not, but it was cool. It was cool. All right, and last beyond the scale moment that's really sticking out in my head was today a coworker showed me a picture from a year ago. 1 year ago on a tour that we were doing during work, and they were amazed. They were like, look how different you look. Look how different you look. Now, the scale really isn't different. And I'm looking at it going, oh, I don't know, maybe. They started showing it to other people in the place that we were at, and everyone was so amazed, and I wasn't seeing it, but they were like, girl, you need to see this. Even if the scale isn't moving, they were like, you look so different. Look at your face, look at your stomach, look at the way you're carrying yourself. My coworker was like, look at the clothes you're wearing, which are hers, so hey. So it was really wonderful, because I feel such a difference. But honestly, when you get those accolades back, or people are like really noticing things you don't, it's pretty fucking awesome. So I thought I'd pop on here and say, even if you're in a plateau, which I will say amazingly is this week's weekly topic. So I find that pretty awesome, because I was kind of like, I'm not losing, but yet I can tell with the way the clothes are fitting, my abs, I mean, the definition in my legs, some of it's getting a little wonky because things are, like, I'm seeing more tone in my legs and it's separating from the fat a little bit. I don't know if I should have admitted that because my legs are looking a little funky ducky right now. But even a dress I was wearing today, I had a compliment that I looked so much better in it than the last time I wore it, which was, I think, October. So, yay, happy news. Even if the scale doesn't budge, if you see these differences, pay attention because they're pretty fucking awesome. So I'm going to go ahead and try to get all those pictures up. I even have cute butterfly videos so y'all can see the shit I've been up to. And I hope you're having a fantastic Friday. I hope you have a great weekend. I know so many people that I know. There's so much stress in the world right now. There's so much stress surrounding just people I know. And just, it's crazy. So just deep breaths. We can get through this. We've got each other's backs. And I love you all.